What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video I will show you the latest news that I have right now. I will show you what should we do in order to solve the problem of naked shorts and of FINRA fraud, potential FINRA fraud. And I will give you the exact step-by-step instructions what should you do if you were the MMTLP shareholder. So let's start with the latest news. On Yahoo Finance we have this article. Basically it is the press release of NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbon, and it says NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbons Incorporated announces merger agreement and 5% unsecured promissory note. And let me quote you this. So, NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbons announced today that they will merger with Hudspeth Operating LLC, and under terms of the merger agreement, certain properties owned by Wolfsborn in the Orogrande Basin in West Texas will be assigned to Hudspeth in consideration of an issuance of 56.297 million shares of the company's common stock to Maccabi. Pro forma these transactions, NEXTBRIDGE will increase its working interest and net revenue interest in the Orogrande properties by 22.6% and 17% respectively. Closing of the transactions under the merger agreement is subject to certain conditions set forth in the merger agreement. On top of that, in connection with the execution of the merger agreement on December 21, 2022, the company also entered into a 5% unsecured promissory note in favor of Maccabi, evidencing a loan commitment to the company for a principal amount of up to $20 million. The company intends to use the proceeds of this financing for ongoing development and general corporate purposes. And definitely it is a very good news directly related to NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbons, especially when you can see the increase in their working interest and net revenue interest by 22.6% and 17% respectively, and with unsecured loan of up to $20 million. And definitely we have a lot of comments on the social media. John Burda posted this tweet 19 hours ago, and he basically confirmed that he 100% agreed that his thoughts are pretty much shown. His means Mr. George Maccabi. His thoughts are pretty much shown with his transaction he threw in his last 22% royalty interest and loaned NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbon $20 million. That called putting your money where your mouth is without saying a single word, just saying. And John Burda is 100% agree, and with this news definitely we have much more evidence that NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbon will be a successful oil company in upcoming years. But to be honest, it doesn't matter at this very moment when a lot of former shareholders of MMTLP shares haven't received their NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbon shares. And in my opinion, it is the primary target right now to solve the problem of naked shorts. And for those of you who don't know, the main problem is described right here. I will put the link on this article. It is a 38-page document that describes the entire situation around MMTLP and the naked shorts. Right before the MMTLP spin-off at the very beginning of December, FINRA halted its trades, and it halted it when the MMTLP stock was heavily shorted with the synthetic shares. And these synthetic shares was made by some hedge funds or short sellers. And with this halt and with the ongoing deletion of MMTLP stock, these synthetic shares was filed as the total amount of shares issued for the MMTLP, and because of this a lot of real investors in former TRCH that became MMTLP and that right now is NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbon stock cannot receive their shares. And because of this we have to do our best in order to solve this problem, not for us, even though if you are not an MMTLP shareholder, but for the fair market. And definitely this fraudulent activity leads to this type of tweets This is the tweet made by Malcolm Gilchrist, and he said, MMTLP, how can this be true or even legal? My MMTLP shares were issued as the result of TRCH merger. How can Webull advise that the company or issuing agent had elected for these shares not to be DRS eligible? And here is the screenshot of his conversation, and he said, so by when will they be transferable? And the answer from Webull is following. Hi Malcolm, we have been in constant contact with AST, and at this time the shares are not DRS eligible. When the QSIP was distributed, the company issuing agent had elected for these shares not to be DRS eligible. If the status of this eligibility does change, we'll reach out to all shareholders of this QSIP. If you wish, you could also reach out to the investor relations contact on the company's website, who will have more information readily available. Or you can reach out to AST directly to ask about the DRS eligibility. Sincerely, Kevin Webull, e-service representative. And where you can find the information of these contacts? Definitely you can find it on the investor page of NEXTBRIDGE Hydrocarbons. Right here we still have this form that should be filled in order to this company know how many existing shareholders didn't receive their shares and what to expect next, and what might be the solution of this problem. And if you want to directly contact to AST, right here, let me show you that on news release section on December the 20th we have this document, and right here if you open it you can find the contacts of AST. You can call them, or you can send them an email or real mail. This means you can contact, and I have to say that if you want to solve this problem, just use all of your social medias and retweet all the tweets with the FINRA fraud hashtag, and you can share my video in order to give this information to the broader audience. And definitely without this intention we will continue to see the fraudulent activity of FINRA, and it started a long time ago, and the latest most famous naked short activity was with the GME and AMC stocks. And definitely we have a lot of people who are on our side. One of them is definitely former TRCH CEO John Burda, and he also retweets a lot of information about this. For example, right here he retweeted this information, and he said, I believe you are correct, ham short killer, but we have not heard from anyone. I'm certain this is being worked on, but time is critical. Keep up the good work. And here is the original tweet, and ham short killer posted, a former SEC lawyer said they have no choice, they have to settle it, by the way. They will expose all the shorts trapped. They have a bigger problem than longs. So definitely we have to solve this problem by ourselves, and without that definitely we will continue to see this fraudulent activity from authorities and from hedge funds and from some fraudulent companies and from short sellers, and that's why the ball is on our side. So I think that's it for now, and if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap, only got